Come, have a nice day. Today is Tuesday, 5th of November 2024. This day is famous for the celebration of World Tsunami Awareness Day. WTAD is observed every year on November 5 to promote tsunami awareness and preparedness worldwide. From the Indian history point of view, Chittaranjan Das, birth anniversary 5 November, that is today 1870, up to 16 June 1925, popularly called Deshbandhu. Friend of the country or nation, was an Indian freedom fighter, political activist, and a lawyer during the Indian independence movement, and political guru of Indian freedom fighter Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. Now going to the world news, including Canadian police officer suspended after a video of pro-Khalistan man targeting temple in Brampton goes viral. Tropical storm Rafael falls in Caribbean forecast to strengthen into the hurricane. United States election offices bolster security amid threats as election day approaches. Indonesia's Mount Leutotobi erupts, killing at least 10 and destroying homes. Man arrested after punching election adjured in Illinois. On election day in the United States, Trump campaign defenders shoot through the fake news comment on election day. Starting the newspaper analyst with the newspaper, the Hindu status that External Affairs Minister Jai Shankar says vandalism of Hindu temples deeply concerning. External Affairs Minister Jai Shankar with the Australian Foreign Minister Penny Wong during the 15th India-Australian Foreign Ministers Framework Dialogue in Canberra, Australia. The incident has increased the tensions between Canada and India, between Sikh separatists and Indian diplomats. External Affairs Minister Jai Shankar said on Tuesday, November 5, 2024, the vandalism of Hindu temple in Canada on Monday was deeply concerning. What happened yesterday at the Hindu temple in the Canada was obviously deeply concerning, he told reporters in the Australian capital, Canberra, while on an official visit. Indian Army resumes patrolling in Depsang first since a disengagement. The Indian Army has successfully patrolling one of the 5 patrolling points in Depsang area of eastern Ladakh. The Leh-based 14 Corps announced late on November 4, 2024. Resumption of patrolling at Depsang means the Indian Army can carry out patrols up to patrolling the points 10, 11, 11A, 12 and 13 in the area, which is last managed to access in January 2020. The Indian Army has successfully patrolled one of the 5 patrolling points in Depsang area of eastern Ladakh. The Leh-based 14 Corps announced late on Monday, November 4, 2024, that is yesterday. This marks the resumption of the patrolling in the area for the first time since disengagement was undertaken last week, and also since the standoff began in May 2020. Following the consensus reached between the Indian and Chinese side for disengagement and resumption of patrolling in Depsang and Damchok, the Indian Army patrolled one of the patrolling points in Depsang was successfully conducted today. This is yet another positive step towards the maintaining peace and tranquility on the line of actual control, the 14 Corps said in a post on Platform X. Now going towards the Hindustan Times newspaper states that eyes West America to seal fate of Trump-Harris today. The Republican presidential nominee, former United States President Donald Trump, and the Democratic presidential nominee, United States Vice President Kamala Harris. American voters head to their polling booths on Tuesday to choose either Donald Trump or Kamala Harris as the country's 47th president on the final day of voting in what is the most consequential election for the United States and the world in decades. The battle between the former American president and convicted felon who rejected the 2020 electoral outcome and is fighting on a platform to remake the American state, and the sitting American vice president, who is the first black woman and the first person of Indian heritage to be a major party nominee, has been unprecedented. Delhi air quality remains very poor for the 3rd day. The pollution levels have increased since Saturday as the wind speed dropped. Delhi's air quality remained in the higher end of the very poor category for the third day on the Tuesday, as claims winds and the low temperatures continue to impact the dispersion of the pollutants. As an average air quality index (AQI) of the 384 very poor has recorded at 8 a.m. on Tuesday. Air quality index over 401 is categorized as severe. The air quality index was 381 on Monday at 4 p.m. and 382 at the same time on Sunday. The Central Pollution Control Board (CPCB) data showed at least 11 of Delhi's 40 ambient air quality monitoring stations recorded pollution is in the severe range at 8 a.m. on Tuesday. They included Anand Vihar 457, Jahangir Puri 440, and Nisit Dwarka 430. The air quality was unlikely to improve as meteorological conditions were largely likely to remain the same. The early warning system of Delhi has forecast very poor air quality until Thursday. Now, going towards the economy of the country from the business point of view, Niva Bhupa fixes rupees 70 to 74 price band for rupees 2,200 crore IPO. IPO will open on Thursday and close on Monday, November 11, 2024. The proceeds from its fresh issuance will be utilized to the extent of rupees 1,500 crore for augmentation of the capital base to maintain and strengthen solvency levels and general corporate purposes, the firm said. Niva Bhupa Health Insurance Company Limited has fixed the price band of rupees 70 to 74 per equity share of face value of rupees 10 each for its rupees 2,200 crore made in initial public offering IPO. Maintain balance between probes and ease of biz CBIG to customers. The new instructions come now after concerns being raised by a section of taxpayers on investigations lingering for years. The CBIC has asked for the field formations to not approve any such investigation without the approval of the commissioner and conclude investigation into the commercial intelligence cases within a year. Rupees 6,970 crore worth rupees 2,000 notes yet to return to Reserve Bank of India. According to the RBI, the facility for exchange of rupees 2,000 banknotes is available at the 19 issue offices of the Reserve Bank of India since May month of 2023. The total value of the 2,000 banknotes in circulation, which was rupees 3.56 lakh crore on May 19, 2023, when the withdrawal of the rupees 2,000 banknotes was announced, has declined to rupees 6,970 crore on October month of 31st, 2024, the Reserve Bank of India said. Now, going to the science and tech, we have the Constellation seeks data centers at power plants despite regulatory setback. Constellation said it is seeking guidance from regulators after a FERC decision about co-location. Constellation Energy will continue to pursue deals to develop data centers on the sites of the United States power plants days after federal regulators dealt a blow to this so-called co-located arrangements. Company executives said Constellation Energy will continue to pursue deals to develop data centers on the sites of its United States power plants days after federal regulators dealt a blow to the so-called co-located arrangements, company executives said on Monday. The Federal Energy Regulatory Commission on Friday rejected an agreement to increase the power capacity of an Amazon data center connected directly to Talon Energy's nuclear power plant in the Pennsylvania, in a decision seen as a chilling similar deals. Constellation said it is seeking guidance from the regulators after FERC's decision about co-location, which had become a promising prospect for big tech's plans to quickly access large amounts of the power for its artificial intelligence expansion instead of waiting for years to connect it to the grid. We will pursue this regular clarity while simultaneously pursuing commercial strategies for co-location that are permitted under our existing rules, Constellation CEO Joseph Dominguez said on a company earnings call. Meta to extend ban on new political ads after United States election. During the restriction period, Meta will disallow new political ads. Meta platforms will extend its ban on a new political ads after the United States election, maintaining the suspension until the later this week. Meta platforms will extend its ban on new political ads after the United States election, maintaining the suspension until the later this week. Facebook parent said in a blog post on a Monday. In response to the rampant spread of misinformation during the previous presidential election, tech firms are maintaining heightened scrutiny this year. During the restriction period, Meta will disallow new political ads. However, previously served ads with at least one impression before the ban's implementation will continue to run, albeit with the restricted editing options. Meta maintains its policy from previous years, asserting that there may not be sufficient time to effectively challenge fresh claims made in the political ads during the elections last year. Meta barred political campaigners and advertisers in other related industries from using its near-generative artificial intelligence advertising products. At last, there is a famous quotation by a famous Catholic nun, Mother Teresa, whose full name is Marie Teresa Bojaziu. Birth anniversary 26th of August 1910 up to 5 September 1997. Better known as Mother Teresa or Saint Mother Teresa, was an Albanian Indian Catholic nun, founder of the Missionary of Charity and is a Catholic saint born in the Skopje, then part of the Ottoman Empire. She was raised in the devotedly Catholic family. At the age of 18, she moved to Ireland to join the Sisters of the Loreto, and later to India, where she lived most of her life and carried out her missionary work. On the 4th of September 2016, she was canonized by the Catholic Church as the Saint Teresa of Calcutta. The anniversary of her death, 5 September, is now observed as her feast day. Mother Teresa received several honors, including the 1962 Roman Magsaysay Peace Prize and the 1979 Nobel Peace Prize. Her life and her work have inspired books, documentaries, and films. Authorized biography written by the Navin Chawla was published in 1992. And on the 6th of September 2017, she was named co-patron of the Roman Catholic Archdiocese of Calcutta alongside the St. Francis Xavier. However, she was also a controversial figure, drawing as criticism for their staunch opposition to abortion, divorce, and contraception, as well as the poor conditions and the lack of medical care or pain relief in her houses for the dying. Mother Teresa says a famous quotation. She says that, "Live simply so others may simply live." Okay, thank you.